Now, carp fishing is one of the most exciting parts of angling. The fish grow very big and they're very hard fighting. And this Fladen rod and reel kit designed for carp is a perfect way to get into that part of the sport. Let's take a look at it in detail. Now, the reel in the kit is a free-spool style reel, and that's designed to combat the fast takes that carp give you. It just gives line on demand. The size, it's a 50 size, so it has good casting capabilities, and it comes ready loaded with line, so you haven't got to mess around there. And it's 15-pound line, and that's suitable for the big carp. But you could also use it for pike fishing, barbel fishing, or even some light sea fishing. Now, the rod, this is a good size. It's 12 foot, 2.75 test curve. What does that mean? Well, it means it's very powerful, so it will cast a long way and also be able to catch very, very big fish. It's a 3-piece, so you can stack it away in your car, and it comes with the quality line guides. So these guides mean that they won't damage your line because they're ceramically inserted. On the back here is lots of tips about putting new line on or tying hooks, and there's even a booklet here. It's a Matte's Useful Book of Fishing, and it takes you through all the tips you'll need to become a successful angler. Also on the packaging is details of a Matte's app you can download. It's totally free and it's loaded with information of how you can catch more fish. So let's quickly take it out of the packaging and let's look at the rod and reel in detail. Now, on the front of the reel we have what we call a drag, this button here. This affects the tension of the line. So when a fish bolts, if you've got it too tight, it could snap your line. So you want to just slacken it off so there's tension there, and then if a fish runs, your line will give. It's loaded with 15-pound line, like I said, and this is to the edge of the spool. This is very, very important because the nearer the edge of the spool, the further you'll be able to cast because there'll be less friction caused by the lip. Further here we have the handle. Now, this can be used left or right-handed. Just switch them round with another knob this side, and it's counterbalanced, so it takes away the wobble when you're reeling in. On the reverse here, we've got the free spool lever. Now, when you've cast out and you're waiting for the carp to take, engage this free spool, and when the carp bolts, it gives line freely and there'll be no break off. And this can be tensioned with this reverse knob here. And the reel is a very, very fast wind. It's 5 revolutions per 1 wind of the handle, which makes it a fantastic piece of kit. Now, the rod is 3-piece, like we said, it's good for storage, and it's a 2.75 pounds power ratio, test curve ratio, which means you'll be able to cast fairly big weights out, but also play the fish, and they'll be cushioned around. There'll be plenty of power in the section, but it'll be soft enough to the tip not to rip the hook out. So that's very, very good. On here we've got an EVA handle, which makes it very comfortable for gripping when you're casting out, and the reel is attached by this winch fitting, so you can lock it very, very tight. It's a smashing piece of kit for big carp, pike or sea fish. Now, casting is simple. This is a bail arm on the reel. You flip it over, you hold the line in your finger so it doesn't all fall off, and you swing the rod backwards and you launch it. Now, that's gone a long way. 70 yards, plenty far enough to catch a big fish. Have some great fun with it. Happy fishing.